창세기 43장 Genesis chapter 43 Parallel Bible NKJV and BRS Hebrew. Joseph's brothers returned with Benjamin. Now the famine was severe in the land. Baharab, Kabed, Baarej. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the grain which they had brought from Egypt, that their father said to them, Go back, buy us a little food. Bayoi, Kasher, Killu, Lekol et Ha-Sheber, Asher, Hebiu, Mitzrayim, Bayomer, Alehem, Abihem, Shubu, Shivaru, Lanu, Moat Oker. But Judah spoke to him, saying, The man solemnly warned us, saying, You shall not see my face unless your brother is with you. Bayomer, Elab, Yehuda, Lemor, Haed, Heid, Banu, Haish, Lemor, Lo, Tiro, Panai, Bilti, Ahikem, Itkem. If you send our brother with us, we will go down and buy you food. Im Yeshiha Moshaleach et Achinu Itano Nerda Bo Nishevora Loha Okel. But if you will send him, we will go down. But the man said to us, You shall not see my face unless your brother is with you. But im enha mo shaleach lo nered ki haish amar elenu lo tiru panai bilti ahikem itkem. And Israel said, Why did you deal so wrongfully with me, as to tell the man whether you had still another brother? Bayomer Israel, Lama Hare Otem, Li Lo Hagid Laish Haod Lakem. But they said, The man asked us pointedly about ourselves and our family, saying, Is your brother still alive? Have we another brother? And we told him according to these words. Could we possibly have known that he would say, Bring your brother down? By Yomer Shal Haish Lanu U Lo Moladotenu Lemor Haod Avikem hayesh lakem ach ba naged lo alpi ha debarim ha elle ha yadoa neda ki bayomar horidu et Achkem. Then Judah said to Israel his father, send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and you, and also our little ones. Bayomer Yehuda El Israel Aviv Shilcha Hanar Iti Bo Nakuma Bo Neleka Bo Nihuye Bo Lo Namut Gam Anachnu Gam Ata Gam Tapenu. I myself will be surety for him. From my hand you shall require him. If I do not bring him back to you and set him before you, then let me bear the blame forever. Anoki erbenu mi yadi tabaka shenu imlo habioti eleha vo hichagati lepaneha vo tati loha kol hayamim. For if we had not lingered, surely by now we would have returned this second time. Ki lule mahunu ki ata shabnu je pamaim. And their father Israel said to them, if it must be so, then do this. Take some of the best fruits of the land in your vessels and carry down a present for the men, a little balm and a little honey, spices and myrrh, pistachio nuts and almonds. Bayomer Alehem Israel Abihem Imken Epo Jot Azu Kohu Mijumorat Haaretz Bi Kolekem Bo Horidu Laish Mincha Moat Chari U Moat Dabash Nokot Balot Batonim U Shekedim. Take double money in your hand, and take back in your hand the money that was returned in the mouth of your sacks. Perhaps it was an oversight. Bekesep mishine kahu bo yedkem bo et ha kesep ha mushab bo pi am tohotekem tashib bo yedkem ulai Mishegehu. Take your brother also, and arise, go back to the man. Bo'et achkem chochu, bokumu, shubu, el haish. And may God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may release your other brother and Benjamin. If I am bereaved, I am bereaved. For El Shaddai iten lakem rachamim lipone haish bo shilach lakem et achkem acher vo et binyamin ba ani kaasher shakolti. So the man took that present and Benjamin, and they took double money in their land, and arose and went down to Egypt, and they stood before Joseph. Va'ikoch ha'anashim et ha'mincha hajot u'mishine kesef lakoch vo'yadam bo'et binyamin ba'yakumu ba'yerodu mitzrayim ba'yamodu lipune Yosef. When Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the steward of his house, take these men to my home, and slaughter an animal, and make ready, for these men will dine with me at noon. Bayar Yosef itam et Binyamin bayomer la asher al beito habe et ha anashim ha bayata u toboa teba bo haken ki iti yokollu ha anashim ba charaim. Then the man did as Joseph ordered, and the man brought the man into Joseph's house. Bayas haish kaasher amar Yosef bayave haish et ha'anashim beita Yosef. Now the men were afraid, because they were brought into Joseph's house, and they said, it is because of the money which was returned in our sacks the first time, that we are brought in, so that he may make a case against us and seize us, to take us as slaves with our donkeys. But iru ha'anashim ki hubo beit Yosef bayomor al dabar hakesep hashab bo am tochtenu batochila anachnu muvaim lo itgolel alenu u lo itnapel alenu vo kakachat otanu la abadim poet ha morenu. When they drew near to the steward of Joseph's house, they talked with him at the door of the house. 이것이 엘 하이sh asher al beit Yosef ידבר אליו פתח הבית, and said, "O sir, we indeed came down the first time to buy food. ויאמר בי אדוני ירד ירדנו בתחילה לשבר אוכל." But it happened when we came to the encampment that we opened our sacks, and there each man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight. So we have brought it back in our hand. ויהי בנו אל המלון ונפתחה את אמתחותינו, והנה כסף איש בפי אמתחתו, כספנו במשקלו, ונושב אותו בידינו. And we have brought down other money in our hands to buy food. We do not know who put our money in our sacks. בכסף אחר הורדנו בידינו לשבר אוכל, לא ידענו משם כספנו באמתחותינו. But he said, "Peace be with you. Do not be afraid. Your God and the God of your father has given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money." Then he brought Simon out to them. ויאמר שלום לכם, אל תיראו, אלוהיכם, אלוהי אביכם, נתן לכם מטמון באמתחותיכם, כספכם בא אלי, ויוצא עליהם את שמעון. So the man brought the man into Joseph's house and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their donkeys feed. ויבא האיש את האנשים ויטע יוסף, וייתן מים, וירחצו רגליהם, וייתן מספו לחמוריהם. Then they made the present ready for Joseph's coming at noon, for they heard that they would eat bread there. ויכינו את המנחה עד בוא יוסף בצהריים, כי שמעו כי שם יאכלו לחם. And when Joseph came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand into the house, and bowed down before him to the earth. Vayavo Yosef Habayata Vayaviu lo et ha asher boyadam Habayata ba Ishatachav lo archa. Then he asked them about their well-being and said, "Is your father well? The old man of whom you spoke, is he still alive?" But Yisrael lahem lo shalom, Bayomer ha shalom, avikem hazaken asher amartem ha oden chai. And they answered, "Your servant, our father, is in good health. He is still alive." And they bowed their heads down and prostrated themselves by Yomer Shalom lo Abdoha lo Avinu Odenu Chai va Ikadu ba Ishatachavu ba Ishatachavu. Then he lifted his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, "Is this your younger brother of whom you spoke to me?" And he said, "God be gracious to you, my son." Va'isa enab bayar et Binyamin achiv ben immo bayomer Haje Achkem Hakaton Asher Amartem Eli Bayomar Elohim Yachnoha Boni. Now his heart yearned for his brother. So Joseph made haste and sought somewhere to weep. And he went into his chamber and wept there. But Yamaher Yosef ki Nikomoru la Hamabu el Achi ba Yabakesh li Tokot ba Yavo Hadara ba Yeverhu Shama. Then he washed his face and came out, and he restrained himself and said, "Serve the bread." Ba Irchach Panab ba Yeche ba Itapak ba Yomer Shimu Lachem. So they set him a place by himself, and them by themselves, and the Egyptians who ate with him by themselves, because the Egyptians could not eat food with the Hebrews, for they did an abomination to the Egyptians. Ba Yashimu lo Lobato Bolahem Lobatam Bo La Mitzrayim Ha Okolim Ito Lobatam Kilo Yokolun Ha Mitzrayim Lekol et Ha Ivarim Lechem Ki Toeba Hi Lo Mitzrayim. And they set before him the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his use. And the men looked in astonishment at one another. Vayeshev lepanav havokol ki bokorato bohajair ki jorato ba itmohu ha-anashim ish el lehu. Then he took servings to them from before him, but Benjamin's serving was 5 times as much as any of theirs. So they drank and were merry with him. But Issa Masot me'et panav alehem bateret Masat Benjamin Hamesh Yadot Ba Ishitu Ba Ishikor Immo